We need to discuss scheduling issues. I'm concerned that we may not be allocating vacation time fairly across the departments. So I think we should clarify when people are taking vacation. Libby, do you know when Alex and Dan are going on vacation?
According to the information they gave me, Alex will be on vacation from June 1st to June 8th, and Dan will be out from June 8th to June 16th.
Well, somebody's got to fill in, but the people covering them are just going to get swamped. Libby, do you know if Alex and Dan are up to speed in their projects?
Dan is fine. He should be able to meet his deadlines before he goes. Alex is a little behind.
Libby, Alex is in your division. This is a continual problem with him. You've really got to get him motivated. If he's behind now, things will just get back to us even more while he's gone for a week.
All right, I'll take care of that.
Well, I know that he's not within my division, but I've already had to speak to him because his poor performance is starting to affect my people.
Well, Libby, when you talk to him, you have to be careful. Alex has tends to be a little sensitive. I think he's in some strain lately.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, what we need to do next is schedule our annual meeting with Paul. This has to be scheduled when most people are back from vacation. So, Sue and Dave, do you know when your people are going to be out?
Excuse me. Most of my people will be back in August.
Let's see. Everyone from my team is going to be back the third week of July.
Well, we're not going to be able to accommodate everyone. I think we need this meeting in July. I think it's better if we have this meeting as early as possible.
Dave, how many of your people are going to be out the third week of July?
Let's see. 5.
Well, it looks like we have most people in the office during the third week of July. So I think we should take advantage of that and schedule our meeting then. I don't know. We should have a meeting on July 22nd.
Dave, Libby, check your planners and see if this works for you.
It works for me.
Me too.
Okay. Well, Libby, why don't you get one of the secretaries to schedule a large conference room for July 22nd at 8 o'clock?
And I'll go ahead and confirm that date with Paul. And the next thing we have to talk about is getting someone to fill in for Mark. He's been out with the flu, and the doctor now says that he's developed pneumonia. I want to know what the rest of you think about this. Bob?
Well, I'm concerned about regular employees. I mean, many of them are putting in long hours just to get Mark's work done. I don't really think that's particularly fair.
A temp could really handle some of the simpler aspects of his job, but and I can handle some of the more difficult work myself.
I agree. A temp would help.
Sounds fine to me. We should go ahead and call the temp agency we used to get Peg. She worked out really well.
Okay. Oh, good. That's settled. Dave, why don't you go ahead and call the temp agency and see how quickly we can get a replacement?
But before Dave calls, we should discuss if we need any other temporary personnel.
Well, Rick's out on vacation. He's the only other person we haven't talked about yet.
I don't think he's going to be gone long enough to replace him while he's on vacation.
Well, he is just on vacation, but he is our computer expert.
Well, the network's gone down a lot lately.
Well, listen, I think that Rick does fantastic work. From what I understand, the network problems were so severe that many people thought it would take like a week to get the server running again. Well, Rick had it fixed in 3 days. I've already told him how much I appreciate his work.
I wasn't criticizing Rick's work. I really think he's a valuable employee. I'm just concerned that we might offend him if we replace him while he's out for a week.
We might have network problems while he is gone. Is there anyone in the company you could fill in?
We can check to see if anybody's been working with him.
Well, okay, Libby, then why don't you check this department to see if he's been training anyone?
Libby, also check around the other departments and see if there's anyone else who has experience with computers.
Okay. Sounds like you two don't know anyone. Dave, do you know anyone who can handle the computer problems in Rick's absence?
Sorry, no.
All right, I'll check around, but we should discuss what we'll offer someone to do the job. We can't just ask somebody to pick up extra responsibilities without compensation.
Yeah, actually, I think that's something we need to talk about. However, I think we should check with our own people first. Like I said, Libby, while you're making those other inquiries, why don't you ask around and find out what other people would want to, sort of cover Rick and fill in for doing his job while he's gone.
Okay, I'll get on that right away. Oh, one thing, Dave, you should wait to call the temp agency before I find out if I need anybody to cover Rick.
Actually, that's a good idea. I think we would have duplicated our efforts otherwise.
Dave, since you're the one contacting the temp agencies, what do you think about waiting?
It's fine with me.
All right, looks like we're done.